All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our call today with Jahan Dotson. As always, raise your hand and I will unmute you. We will with Rich Garcella.
Morning, Jahan. Thanks for your time, as always. Jahan, do you think as a team that you're lacking confidence? And if so, what will it take to restore that confidence?
Um, I feel like as a team, we don't lack confidence. We know the talent we have in our locker room, which is a whole lot to be honest with you, up and down the roster. So I feel like the confidence thing isn't really an issue. It's more of just execution. We just gotta get to the games and execute. Do what our coaches put us in the position to do because they're putting us in the right positions. We just gotta have 11 guys executing every single play. That will lead to success.
Audrey Snyder.
Hey, Jahan, good morning.
Good morning.
A couple or 2 or 3 weeks ago, you had mentioned that, it was about guys doing the little things and putting in extra time, extra work. Has any of that changed behind the scenes? Have you seen that buy-in? Is anything different now in that regard, do you think?
Uh, I think for sure. Just yesterday, Monday was our day off. So usually day off, a lot of guys like to get things done. Otherwise in life, other than football, kind of take a day off. But I was in here uh, all morning, and I saw almost all the guys literally, whether it was getting treatment for their bodies, working on extra stuff, getting filming. So I feel like the extra work thing that was a big emphasis after the game, and just finding little ways to get better every day. I saw a lot of guys doing that yesterday on our day off.
Tyler Donahue.
Good morning, Jahan. We appreciate your time as always. With Pat being out for the rest of this year, I guess we're going to get to know Brenton Strange a lot more. What have you seen from him the last couple of years in his first start this past week that gives you confidence that despite losing Pat, you're still in a good place with your number one tight end?
I feel very good about Brenton. He's a great player. Been with him for 2 years. I've seen him flourish from a young tight end into a guy who's ready to step up and playing big time games. And I know he's more than capable of making big plays and big moments when we need him to. So I just can't wait to see what he can do on the field.
Joe Giuliano.
Good morning, Jahan. We hear every week about you guys having good weeks of practice, but it doesn't seem to translate into the games. Why is that? And is there a focus problem maybe for some guys? Why you can't get all 11 guys to execute on every play?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. We go out and practice hard every day. That's the goal. Just get better every single day, and at least one thing when you step on the field. And that's what we've been doing these past couple of weeks. We've been getting better every single day. And it like I said earlier, it's just an execution thing. We just got to go out and execute. When we get our opportunities to make plays, we have to make plays. We haven't been capitalizing on the plays that we know we can make. And that's not gonna get you wins. You have to capitalize every time you get the chance to, because you're only out on the field for so long. You only get so many opportunities, so you have to make the most of all of them.
Peter Terpstra.
Hey, John, it's kind of random. What is your go-to dish or favorite dish on Thanksgiving?
Favorite go-to dish on Thanksgiving. Well, my parents always cook. My dad's a big cooker, so I'm gonna have to go with my dad's mac and cheese. I'm more of a ham guy instead of turkey. The turkey's just a little dry, so definitely more of a ham guy. Probably get some yams in there, and some type of greens, either green beans or collard greens.
Frank Bodani.
Hey, John, can you talk a little bit about the leadership right now on the team? What guys are stepping up? Who do you view as maybe the core leaders right now. What have you seen from these in that aspect the last week or so?
Sean has definitely stepped up as a leader. Both the quarterbacks, both Will and Sean, just holding guys accountable every single day to make sure we get better. Seeing Pat step up as a leader, with him taking on a different role. He's been way more of a vocal leader, just talking to young guys, getting them prepared, making sure everyone's accountable. That's been the big emphasis, making sure we hold everyone accountable to their actions. We like I said, we know we have the talent. It's just a matter of executing the job at this point. The leadership have stepped up tremendously. Even yesterday, I saw some guys were maybe like 30 seconds late to watching film, and we're calling guys out now. We're holding each other accountable. So I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
Rich Scarcella.
Jahan, if Devin can't go this week, how do you think the two young guys, Kevon and Keziah, have come along? How have they practiced in recent weeks? What do you see for them the rest of the year?
I expect tremendous things from them. Both guys are great football players. That's why they're playing here at Penn State. They put in the work every single day, so they put in the work just like the rest of us. So they have the talent to make big plays in big games, and that's what we're going to need them to do. And we all have the utmost confidence in either one of them whenever they're on the field, whether it's 2-6 or 2-4. We know that they're going to get the job done, and we need a big play, and we just got to trust in that.
Audrey Snyder.
Jahan, I know it's probably difficult to maybe look at it from this perspective, but obviously team-wise things haven't worked out so far this year. But individually, when you look at your numbers, some of the catches that you're making in the big game against Ohio State, do you feel like individually this is what you wanted? This is what you kind of anticipated when you were talking about having a breakout year?
It would kind of seem like that, but honestly, it just all hasn't even felt the same just because we haven't gotten in the win column. I feel like it would be completely different if we had some wins on the board. But honestly, it doesn't even. I'm not getting the job. I'm leaving play even though I may have good games. I'm leaving plays out on the field myself, and that's not helping us win. So I'm just trying to do everything possible to get this first win.
Tyler Donahue.
John, if I could ask more perspective from you in that tight ends room, with Pat leaving, we saw a lot more of Theo Johnson out there. Since he got to campus in January, I know he wasn't fully healthy when he got here, but what has stood out about his progression at Penn State? And then Tyler Warren is kind of a mystery man for a lot of us. Didn't have a lot of football film out there, played quarterback in high school. What does he bring to the tight end position?
All three of them are very great players. I've seen Brenton for 2 years, been with him for 2 years playing spring ball, both camps, seen him make tremendous plays, and then both the freshmen are great players. Theo, he brings he kind of plays like a receiver to me. He runs his routes like a receiver, and Tyler, he brings that physical aspect that honestly you wouldn't have thought he was a quarterback in high school if you never watched the film. So both guys are going to be great for us moving forward, and I just can't wait to see them make plays.
Joe Giuliano.
Jahan, in references to Frank's question where you were mentioning leaders, I guess there's got to be some frustration on your team right now. Who do guys go to kind of vent and let that frustration out?
We kind of all just talk amongst each other. We know we're close enough to do that. We have such a close-knit group. We're always together with each other. And we know we can go to each other when all else fails. Coach Franklin preaches we got to stay together, and we're all that we got right now, and that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to get together as much as possible when we're away from the building, in the building. So I feel like just kind of talking amongst the team with each other. That's just huge, and it's just good to have that. Even though we're not where we want to be right now, it's good that we're still together, and we know we can depend on each other no matter what the circumstance.
Nick Fiero.
Wait, this is okay. Hi, John. I want to ask you what you're hearing from back home, friends and family, and you know, if you'd be getting a lot of encouragement, and if that's kind of helped keep you going in a tough season like this.
Yeah, definitely. I would say one of the biggest things in my life is my support system. My support system keeps me going every single day. Whether that's my parents, my grandparents, friends, family, high school. Everyone's always supporting back home. So that definitely fuels me, keeps me going every single day, wanting me to be even better than the previous week. So I would say, yeah, my support system has been great so far in this campaign.
Frank Bodani.
Jahan, talking about leadership, how do you see your role in this? And with your personality, how do you go about trying to help this team and your teammates right now? And how has that changed since last year for you?
Yeah, so I didn't have a big leadership role last year, and kind of just stepping into one this year. I've taken that full on. Just in my opinion, I've been just trying to get my receiver room to make every play possible. Our coach Stubbs talks about we're like the paper that's starting the match or starting the fire. So we know we have to get on a roll early in the games, and that's been a big emphasis for us. And throughout the room, I mean, just trying to keep everyone's head up, make sure that we're always ready for our moment when it comes, and we can make a play.
Audrey Smith.
Jahan, you had mentioned a little bit ago that the coaches are putting you guys in the right position and it's a lack of execution at certain times. What has Kirk Shiraka been like breaking down games with you guys, breaking down film? What's his demeanor been like, as we haven't had a chance to talk to him?
The same as when we first met him. He's not gonna change his game plan because it's working. It works. We know it works. We see it on film every single week. Our coach says like the proof is in the pudding. He puts us out there in the correct spots, and when we all have 11 guys all doing their job, it looks pretty. We make a lot of great plays, but we just can't make the ones that are going to cost us the game, and we can't turn the ball over, putting our defense in bad positions. We just can't do that. We have to execute. We have to have 11 guys on every single play, just executing, and we'll like the outcome.
Tyler Donahue.
Jahan, kind of going off of the question about leadership, Taylor Stubblefield told us a couple of weeks ago that your success alone, without you having to say a word, that does something for a group of young receivers, just to see it out on the field, see you catching those passes, the statistical totals, all that. Do you think that does reverberate in the room with guys like Keandre and Malik and kind of down the line, even guys that we're not seeing, Parker? Your success on the field without you even saying a word, is that important for this group, just to kind of get their eyes on and seeing how you approach that day by day to get to those games?
I feel like that's huge. We have such a competitive receiver group. Everyone wants to win. Me, Parker, Keandre, Malik. We all literally yesterday we're all playing video games, trying to get bragging rights, trying to just compete in everything we do. So I feel like when one guy makes a play, another guy wants to step up and make an even bigger play, and that's huge to have in your room. And I know for me, it was last year just watching KJ make plays, and I knew I wanted to make a play, and my time would come. So I feel like it's the same for the guys in the room. Whenever I make a play or Parker makes a play, someone else wants to make an even bigger one.
Rich Garcella.
Jahan, what do you think it will take for you guys to turn this thing around? Is it just a one win, or is it a more buy-in, as you had said a few weeks ago. What do you think it'll take to turn this around?
Honestly, just attacking everything with a winning mindset. I was talking about this on Saturday after the game. We have to act like winners. If you want to be a winner, you have to act like one. We have to come out to practice and want to win every single period. No matter going against the defense, going against the D squad, we have to want to win every single period. We don't want to leave the practice field knowing that we could have done something else. We want to leave it all out there, know that we got better, and just move forward. And it's going to start this week. We're focused on Michigan. We want to go 1-0, and that's the thing. We go 1-0. It could jumpstart. Who knows? So we want to focus on just executing every day, coming out to practice today, tomorrow, moving fast, catching the balls, flying around, and just make plays. I think will lead to going 1-0.
Time for two more, starting with Parth.
Hey, John, appreciate the time this morning. Thank you. I know, obviously, the theme of this team, you just said it, is that 1-0 mentality, trying to go 1-0 every week. But looking at the schedule and you see you've got 5 losses and you see only have 4 opportunities left to get in the win column, how difficult does that get to keep that mentality and to be focused with that 1-0 attitude?
I feel like it's not that difficult as long as we stay in the moment. We can't look ahead. We can't look in the past. We have to stay in the moment. We have to focus on the task at hand. And right now, that's a Tuesday practice. We have to get better today, and we know that. We have to fly around. We have to move fast, compete against each other. Because honestly, practices are going to be harder than the games. So you get everything straight in practice, we'll be fine in the game. And we just got to go out and attack the day.
Last question, new bias Wilborn.
Jahan, how have those Sunday sessions been, particularly when the loss was kind of piled? Like, what are those like? How are you guys like working through that and having to rewatch everything on film?
It's been great so far. I feel like we watch the film and we know what we need to improve on. We find the little things, whether it's this Sunday, it was we got together as an entire offense and just got to watch the film even before we had practice. Sean and the quarterbacks got the whole offense together, and we came in for everyone else and just watched the film together and just critiquing each other. Parker talking about what I could have done on my route. Sean talking about what Will could have done on this throw. And I feel like that's just good moving forward. We need that. We need to hold guys accountable, and that's what we're doing right now. And hopefully that it can lead to us going 1-0.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Thank you, Jahan, for your time. We will have Antonio Schoen on at 10:30. Thanks, everyone.